Hello, Crypto Jackie here. Welcome to another video on this channel. Today I would like to give you a quick update. I think that it's really important for now to keep an eye on the chart. Bitcoin is in a, let's say, decisive moment right now. Are we gonna have total capitulation in the market, or maybe are we coming closer and closer to finally reverse the downsloping trend that we are now currently in to the upside? In this video I would like to address those questions, so yeah, stay with me, guys. So let's now dive straight into the Bitcoin chart. And what today I would like to discuss like higher time frames, because I feel that a lot of analysts, a lot of YouTubers are talking about the current situation only taking into account daily or 4-hourly time frame. In my view, it's not enough. We should zoom out to see what might be coming, to see what can we expect from the price in the near future. In today's video, I would like to reverse a bit in time and check out what happened then. So yeah, as you can see, we had a really significant drop in this week, right? It was a drop of around, let me quickly check it out. It's from here to here, so it's a drop of 22%. Now it's minus 17%. Nevertheless, the drop is pretty significant. And what I would like to do in today's video is to measure how far can we go from the top in November. Yeah, how far can we go? As you can see, we are now around minus 50%. Is it high or not? That's the question, I guess. So let's take a look at previous cycles. Let's take a look at what were the biggest corrections so far. This should give us a clue about how far can we go this time as well. So going back to 2016, you can see that we had a top right there, right? So let's measure how far can we go to the downside. And as you can see, we found the bottom at approximately those regions here, and it was a correction of around 85%, right? So it's still 35% more than the correction we are witnessing right now. Let's go a bit forward in time here. So let's take a look. We have a top right here, and we had a correction, of around 68%. So it was a bit smaller correction than previously, but still it is more than we have today. Also, what is important to look at are EMA ribbons. In the previous videos, I was telling you guys that EMA ribbons are really powerful tool when it comes to predicting trend reversals, right? So let's take a look at what was happening with EMA ribbons during those corrections. And as you can see in this correction, EMA ribbon flipped bearish right over here, and it meant that we had a further move to the downside of around 59%. So it was pretty significant move, right? So if the whole move was from here to here, it was 82%. Like a lot of it happened after the EMA ribbons flipping bearish. What happened over there? As you can see, we have this correction, of around 73%, and EMA ribbons, EMA ribbons, to be honest, flip a bit bearish, but only for really short amount of time. As you can see, we had some kind of a flipping right here, and it was around 60% of a correction when it eventually happened. So let's take a look at current situation. It's important to think about the past to predict the future, right? Because some measures, some events that already happened can be a good indicator of what can happen today with the price. So let's take a look what is happening right now. And as you can see, we had a pretty significant correction already in this bull cycle. Let's take a look here. This one. Let's take a look here. We had a correction of around 56%, which is pretty significant correction, right? And after this correction, we had a run to the upside again to pretty much same regions as we used to be, right? What I would like to point out here is that we are now already 45% down, right? If we are going to take a look at the history and say that 80% correction was the biggest correction so far, we can expect that if the same happens this time again, the price would end up in regions around here, around $12,000. And stay with me, guys, because this is very crucial information, I guess. Let's take a look at whenever we tested this price. I mean, do we established 12K as a strong support? That's what I want to point out here. So let's put a horizontal line around those regions, around 12K, right? And as you can see, to be honest, this 12K region has not been established as a strong support in my view, because as you can see, we had a big break up to the upside, and after this break, we didn't tested this previous resistance as support, in my opinion. So the question is, can we expect this retest right now? Yeah, it's probable, especially that, as I told you, the move to the downside from the top, from the all-time high, will be around 80%. So it is a percentage that already happened in the past. So such corrections, took place when it comes to Bitcoin. So it is probable, right? Because if it happened once, it can happen again, right? It will be not like something new to us that we will have such a correction. Yeah, I get it that it's a really bearish scenario, but what I would like to point out is in this video is that we should look at higher time frames. We should take a look at what was already happening to Bitcoin, not only during past 2 or 3 months, not during past year, but also what has already happened in the whole history of Bitcoin. And such corrections happened already. So we should not be very much surprised if such a correction will happen again, especially because 12K was not that established as a strong support. Of course, to this scenario to play out, it will require to break other support levels that we already established. For instance, it will require to break this pretty significant support level where we are right now. Also, we will need to break this extremely powerful support. It's here. As you can see, we clearly established that line as a support. Also, we had pretty long accumulation zone over there. So it will be extremely hard to break this 30k resistance, and I would buy some Bitcoin when we touch it. But still, taking into account what is happening now in the world and how strong we are manipulated all over again, it might happen that we will eventually go even lower. And my absolute bottom is establishing this 12k as a support, and I cannot imagine going lower. Why I also say that the correction is not over. At first, you can take a look at the chart and you can see that, okay, we are already down, but as you can see, we can go lower. History taught us that it is possible to have 80% correction, not only 40. But also you should take a look at the RSI on the weekly time frame, and as you can see, we are not that low as probably a lot of people are thinking right now, because if you take a look here, we are around 37 right now, and during the correction here we were at levels of around 29. So we are not all-time low here on the RSI. So we cannot say that we have not been that low in the RSIs yet. So there is a big chance that we already found the bottom. We cannot say so. So I would really keep an eye on RSI, because RSI is really good indicator when it comes to pointing us the actual bottom. Also, what you can see on the RSI, which is in my really important indicator, is that RSI is still climbing down, right? It's really important for me, because if I can see that RSI is finally found its reversal point, then you can expect at least price to go higher. But for now, we are only going down, yeah? There is absolutely no signs in the world that the trend is reversing. What I can see is that we are not flipped bearish on the EMA ribbons yet, which eventually might happen. So yeah, what I want to let's say tell you in this video is that we can go lower. Is that confirmation of flipping bearish has not happened yet, because EMA ribbons are flipping bearish, but not that hard as they used to flip. Also, we are not that low on MACD, to be honest. Please take a look here. We were such high when it comes to finding the top here, but we were not that low when it comes to finding the bottom. And MACD is still moving down. I cannot see any indication right now in MACD that finally we are going to reverse. As you can see, when the price was going higher, MACD was reversing as well, but this time it's just going down. So it can go down to levels like this or even lower. Yeah. So please keep it in mind that if you want to be safe, if you want to play safe with your assets, take a look at clear indicators that the trend might be reversing. In my view, there are no such indicators. We are in a clearly downtrend, and of course, in sometime in the future, the trend will reverse, because this is how markets work. But nowadays, taking into account what we can see in the charts, I do not see that many indicators that from now on we are going straight to the moon. I just cannot see it into the charts yet. It can happen that the price will climb up, because and indicators will lag a bit. And if you found the bottom here, yeah, good for you. It was a really nice shot, right? But it was more of a guess than playing based on charts, right? Because technical analysis, in my opinion, does not show you that it's a good buying point. It will be so when MACD will eventually flip bullish, when EMA ribbons will flip bullish as well, then I can say that, okay, guys, I see that the trend is reversing, and yeah, you can expect higher prices into the future. We are constantly building lower lows and lower highs and higher highs, which means that higher lows and higher highs, sorry, which means that the trend is reversing. But as for now, as you can see, we are building lower lows and lower highs, which means that we are not that, close to the final trend reversal yet. Yeah. This is probably it in this video. I felt like such analysis might be helpful because just today I was going through YouTube and through many videos, and yeah, I feel that looking into bigger time frames is helpful when it comes to predicting such scenarios as we are now witnessing. So yeah, I think that this is something that can be important for you. Yeah, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please smash up the like button. It will mean a lot to me. Also, you can hit the subscribe button, and by doing this, you can make sure that you will be up to date with every new video I will drop out on this channel. Also, in the comments down below, you can let me know, what do you think about my analysis? Are you buying a lot of Bitcoin right now, or are you waiting for some indication of final reversal? Yeah, let me know, guys. I think that the discussion about it can be really useful for all of us. Yeah, so stay safe, guys, and see you in the next one. Cheers.